Hey guys, how are we doing today? So as you can see, you're fine. Puppies are everywhere. Mama is right here. Haruka. And she's upset because the puppies are out and they're playing with Gus, the chocolate lab. I wanted to chat about something here. While I am prepping their breakfast, if I could find a scoop, that would be helpful. Where are my scoops at? Oh, here they are. It's puppy bedlam here, folks. There's puppies everywhere. So they're getting brave enough now where they want to leave um, their working pen and stuff. And so they started sneaking out on me when I came out. So I said, you know what, then everybody can come out. But I wanted to chat about something really quick here. So I have had a pretty big influx of people. I feel like it goes in waves. All of a sudden, I'll get like a whole bunch of applications. We go through www.gooddog.com. You'll find us under TNS Anatolians, and you can see puppies and pictures and fill an application, and that's how I try to do everything. And I feel like it'll be nothing, and then all of a sudden I'll have five applications come in, and it's very much like first come, first serve, and then I go based on deposits. Whoever places deposits first is locked into a thing. Oh my goodness, they're everywhere. So that's just personally how I do things. And so yeah, the last 48 hours, I would say I've gotten in probably 10 applications just in the last 48 hours. And I'm very, very honest when I say that I turn down probably 90% of the applications that I get in. For whatever reason, the new thing now is everybody, and I don't know why this is, everybody wants them for like emotional support animals, or to go in, oh gosh, to go into hospitals and visit people in the hospital. I don't know why suddenly this is a big thing. But it is. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing for another day. Oh, they found a bucket of goat's milk. Oh my goodness. They're like, you probably can't see them with the sun. Anyway, I wanted to touch on specifically, I want to talk about fencing today. And I want to bring that up because I'm currently talking to a gentleman who filled out an application and everything looked good initially. And then we started talking more, and the topic of fencing came up. Sidebar, today is scrambled eggs. We're going to do scrambled eggs today, and my hair is wild. Yo, wow. Okay, anyway. So we're just going to take some scrambled eggs and put on top of the feed. Anyway, so this gentleman, and this is a situation that comes up pretty often, doesn't have livestock currently, but will be in the future. So that right away makes me a little bit sketchy, because some people will have intention of getting livestock, but then never do. And, you know, we only sell to working homes. So that makes me a little sketchy, but I kind of feel it out and feel, you know, are the people being legit with me? Or are they trying to pull one over on me and they just want a dog? You know, whatever. So this guy and I are chatting, and I really encouraged him to go to YouTube, to my channel, check things out, try to educate yourself, go to our website. I talk a lot about why fencing is important, but I feel like we need to chat about this again. These dogs 100% have to have solid perimeter fencing all the time, all the time, all the time. So if you have these dogs for working, okay, then they're going to be in with livestock, right? So you need solid fencing for your livestock anyway. So it really should not be an issue for people. I don't quite understand why people don't quite grasp that portion of things. Here, pups, here. Another sidebar. This is another way we start working on basic commands here, is they're starting to hear the word here. So here is a word I use when they're adults. It's just one of my common things. Okay, so there. So we got our eggs, we've got our goat's milk poured on top of our dry kibble. There's one pup left out here. I'm going to go grab him or her. Who is this here? Hi, baby. That's Miss No Collar. Come on, sweetheart. You're going to miss breakfast. Come on, sweets. Yeah, scrambled eggs to this morning. Okay. Let's do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. Anyway, absolutely 100% have to have solid fencing, guys. If you're following along with Samson, the dog that we just got back after 3 years, who came back to us with a bite history now, a pretty extensive one, that all could have been avoided with solid perimeter fencing. If my dogs were free and roaming and I had strangers come into my yard, a FedEx man, a UPS man, I can guarantee you my dogs are going to take a bite out of crime too. It's what they do. So for protection of other people that may come into your yard, for the protection of other dogs, cats, any stray animal that enters into your yard, they need solid fencing. For their own protection, because if you have a dog that's having a bite history over and over and that gets reported, your dog's going to have to be euthanized. So for everybody's protection, I'm getting a notification here. Let's get rid of that. There we go. So for everybody's protection, these dogs need to be behind fencing, guys. Also, I've said before, they don't have built-in GPS that you can like program in. Our property line ends at the southwest corner of whatever parcel of land and 100 feet to the northeast and whatever. They don't know that. And then they can just be like, oh, this is where I stop. I can't go any farther. It doesn't work that way, okay? They just think whatever I see is mine to guard and protect, especially if a pack of wolves or a pack of coyotes comes into your property and they go on their path to extricate that threat. They're not going to be like, whoa, this is where I stop. They're kind of like hunting dogs or anything else where once that instinct is triggered, you're not going to stop it. Kind of like I've had a lot of hounds in my life. Never again will I do that because they're all nose and no brains. But even like with our lab, if his nose picks up on something, his recall is oftentimes good for me, where I can get him to stop that nose and put his brain back on. But a livestock guardian dog, recall is not a thing. So for the people that also think that, well, I'll just have recall. I'm just going to teach them really good recall. In Anatolian, they'll listen to your commands. They'll take them under advisement. And then they kind of decide, am I going to listen to them or not? Like, I hear you telling me to stop. I hear you telling me to come back, but, you know, I'm not feeling it right now. I'm busy. I got other stuff to do. And I don't care if you work them from the time they're puppies. And at puppies, you can get some decent recall with them. But as they age and as those instincts are turned on more, their dependency on you is going to be turned off, which is what we breed them to do. So you can't love some part of it and hate the other part of it. You can't love for them to have strong instincts at sometimes, but then get mad at them when they use those instincts, if that makes any sense. Like, you can't get them and be like, yes, I want you to protect and keep the bad guys away, but I'm going to be really mad at you when you don't listen to me, because it doesn't work that way. They're bred to be independent. They're bred to be independent thinkers. So you can't get mad at them when they don't listen to you. Even little boy Blue here. Your face is all full of milk and eggs. So he's adorable right now. But someday he's going to grow up to be a slayer. Huh. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just how it is, guys. So I really encourage people, please research this breed. Please, please, please. This is part of the vetting process for me. This is part of what takes me so long as a breeder to make sure these dogs get into the right hands, is by asking people a lot of questions. But you can save me a lot of time and save yourself a lot of time. Eat, sweetie. By doing the research yourself. Anatolians are a handful. They're a lot of dog and they're not meant for everyone. So make sure that you are equipped for this kind of dog. if you're a person that has a lot of traffic in and out of your property, a lot of foot traffic, a lot of visitors, this is probably not the dog for you. If you want a dog that you can put them in to work, but you also want to take them out to a dog park and stuff, this is not the dog for you. They're very serious. They're very intense. And they're a lot of dog. So please make sure that you know what you're doing before you get them. Ask a lot of questions, investigate a lot. And Mr. Blue, everybody wants Mr. Blue because he's big and he's a brindle. And he's the classic male Anatolian that just, the lighting in here is not great. He's the classic Anatolian male that just loves snuggles. And he would sit here all day and just let me love on him. Very normal for a male. Y'all did great today. Look at you guys eating. Mr. Cyan. Mr. Cyan is very active and very tenacious. He's pretty typical for, like, I wouldn't really call him a runt because they were all pretty close in size, but he technically is the smallest. So he behaves very classic runt, which is I have to be very tenacious and mischievous because I have to be able to compete with the bigger litters. So yeah, but anyway, so that's my rant for the day. And I'm not trying to dog on anybody, no pun intended. And I'm not trying to make people feel bad or call out anything. I just want people to be able to be very educated and prepared before they get a dog like this. And then a year and a half, 2 years later are going, oh crap, this was a bit more than, I bit off a bit more than what I could chew here probably. Let's see if I can pull this in a little closer here. I know you guys are like into the sun, so it's hard to see, but so much sass from little puppies. And they get to play with Uncle Gus. Gus the lab. So that's fun. What? Who is this at my feet? Mr. Blue again wants to be held. Yeah, he would be held all day long if I let him. Just a cuddly boy. So yeah, that was my rant for the day, guys. Just educate yourselves. Please research. Ask breeders, ask other owners, ask an assortment of people so you can get a lot of opinions and outlooks. And no two Anatolians are exactly the same, but I like to talk in generalizations and so people are prepared. So that's all I got today, guys. So thanks for checking in. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please like, subscribe, click that bell so that you're notified every time that I release a video so that you can follow along and get all the information that we put out, and it helps us. You stepped on the baby! Oh, Mr. Cyan. The more you engage with this channel, the more it gets out and the more that I can spread truth and education about these amazing dogs. So we'll come at you again soon, guys. Thanks.